What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. But this video, though, this video is entitled Don't Use Social Media to Find Yourself. Some people are looking for a purpose and they're looking for who they are, but you know, you're putting your whole growth on social media to be scrutinized, and we're human beings. We're gonna make good decisions. We're gonna make bad decisions. We're gonna make mistakes. But if you're trying to find yourself, don't do it on social media. Like, because to a degree, it doesn't look like you're trying to find yourself. It looks like you're trying to find acceptance. And you can't find yourself looking for acceptance with complete strangers. Like, if people are going to like what you got to say or do or share what you got going on or even subscribe to what you got going on, they're going to do that on their own. You shouldn't base your self-esteem on social media. Because a lot of people are dealing with narcissism and depression at the same time, because all of your changes and growths in lives are basically for your world to see. And here's the weird part about it. Social media is set up in a way that you already know the people that you're associating with. If you're young, these are people, your whole social media group is people you probably go to school with, or people that you go to school with, friends, so people you might come across on a regular basis. It's not like we're talking about you have a social media profile that's like global, and you got to get through language barriers with friendships and this, that, and the third. Or you striking up friendships with people in completely different cities and states and whatnot. It's not what's going on. And this is from, and I use the school reference, but that goes all the way into the adult part. Like, a lot of times these people. So if you find in yourself, they know that you're going through a change anyways. So why put it all on social media for them to see? I don't think it's a good idea. Sometimes, your mentality you might put out on social media. Somebody was making fun of people, the generation just randomly posting up lyrics and quotes like it's really profound and deep, and nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. And it's like, where the hell that come from? Huh? Like, what? What is this? Oh, that's the new line from such and such, and it's so deep. No, that shit sounds stupid. I mean, you listen to it and it sounds profound to you, but if just a person just looks at it and you just put it up, you look like a fucking idiot. But that's the problem, because it makes sense. When I was younger, we quoted a lot of stuff, but it was for us as a group. It was like an inside joke. It wasn't for any and everybody to let's see if we're on the same page, or if you get what I'm talking about, or you're not in the inside joke type of thing going on. So that's the problem. Like, your growth is your growth. You don't, and one of the other reasons about that is maybe you're not equipped to deal with the scrutiny of making mistakes in a social media setting. If you do something dumb and then all of a sudden everybody come for your head, maybe you're not able to handle that. Like whether I don't even care if you're young or old. There have been adults who break down because of scrutiny through social media. So, and there have been kids who've basically killed themselves from scrutiny from social media. So if you're in that space where you're trying to find yourself first, then get on social media, or find yourself privately and post things that have nothing to do with you finding yourself. Um, because even in growth, you're gonna make some changes. You might think one way one year, and the next year you might be completely different because you quote unquote finding yourself. But people are gonna hold you to who they knew you to be prior to you changing your mind, or evolving, or taking on a new path, or whatever, right? People are unaccepting of change. As much as we want to act like people are these open-minded creatures, we're not. That's just not how we get down. We're very rigid for the most part. So that's the thing. Like if you on Facebook, and you need to be noticed, and now you're doing this and now you're doing that, people are gonna call you out or ignore you or block you because you're all over the place, and it doesn't look like you're trying to actually find out who you are. It looks like you're trying to find out how to be the coolest to all of your followers or subscribers. It doesn't look like it has anything to do with your personal growth. That's a huge issue right there. Because if it gets you more followers, you might switch up. This is a problem with finding yourself on social media. Like, you might lose who you actually are. What's important to you. Also, we're kind of building a culture where we're making it acceptable to find yourself through social media. So people are starting to think this is normal. And, we're making it acceptable for people to be younger and younger, going through puberty and childhood publicly, with a fragile mind, fragile emotions, fragile ego, lack of wisdom, you're not centered, you have no foundation, and you're looking for your self-esteem through a bunch of trolls, not knowing that people are going to enjoy trolling you to see you make extreme changes to yourself just to make a troll happy who will never be happy. That's to me, that's problematic, but maybe not for somebody else, whatever. This is part of taking crazy positions, because you see all the time people on social media get quote unquote exposed or doxxed or this, that, and the third because, you want them to be who they say they are, or who you thought them to be, or who you wish them to be. So now you're going to, dig into their lives, and you don't give them the opportunity to just be a human being, because most of these people, while you're researching information about them, they don't know you. So this is part of why you shouldn't try to find yourself through social media, because the people who are looking you up want to get to know you, and you have no idea who these people are. So while you're trying to grow, change, evolve, complete strangers might be out to get you. And they think that's just normal. Like, yeah, I don't know you, but I'm gonna try to ruin your life, and you'll never know it's me. Like, that's what people are at nowadays. Or they subscribe something to you. They project how they think you are, you should be. So now they have a set of expectations and standards for you that you don't even have for yourself. To me, if you want to find yourself, don't do it. on social media. I'm just saying, we out.